Hi amazing people, welcome back to the channel. If you're an international student already studying in the UK, you're going to agree with me that the UK is not cheap to live in. Between the rising prices of rent and then the costly transportations and also the weekly grocery shopping, it adds up, it gradually adds up and it becomes a lot. So it is no surprise that international students are always seeking out for jobs that can pay them more in order for them to stay afloat. So today's video, we're going to be talking about those high-paying part-time jobs, where you can get them, how to apply, what to expect from these jobs before you apply. Now, these jobs we're going to talk about today are in no particular order, so don't think that any of them is better than the other. Any of these jobs that you're currently working or you're applying to is not less than the other one. The important thing is that you have a job you're doing and you have money coming in every single week or every single month. The first job we're going to talk about today is retail assistant. Now, this jobs pay roughly around 10 to 14 pounds per hour. You can work in a clothing store. You can work in a shopping mall like Aldi's or Tesco's. You can also work in high street fashion stores like H&M, Zara, and JD Sports as well. Now, this list is not conclusive. So there are other places that retail assistants can also work. Okay, now how hard is a retail assistant job? It is really tiring because 95% of the time you are on your feet. Okay, you're standing, you're attending to customers, you're restocking the shelves, you're smiling all through, helping customers sort out their orders, and the rest of it. It is a whole lot of things to do as a retail assistant. Retail assistant jobs are really good because it helps build your communication skills, it helps build your relationship skills as well. It also helps to build your confidence and to also build your people skills. You understand? So it helps you build your interaction with people. Where can you find these jobs? You can find them on Indeed. You can also find them on company websites. So if you want to apply for a Primark position or like a retail assistant, you can go on their website and also check the vacancies they have. And you can also apply for retail assistant jobs by walking into the stores. Okay, so you can walk into the store and ask the vacancies that they have if they do have any opening. So that's how you can apply to a retail assistant job. If you can't really work as a retail assistant, you'd rather do something else or have another kind of job, you can also consider applying to work in a cafe or as a barista. Coffee shops are a go-to for students that are looking for flexible kind of jobs. This job pays around 10 to 13 pounds per hour, and you can sometimes get free drinks or snacks on your shift, depending. You can work in Costa Coffee, Starbucks, independent or local cafes. You can also work in the university cafe as well. Now, I'm sure every university in the UK has their cafes and they do employ people to work there. So students can actually apply to work in a cafe. You can get this job by working as well. You can also go on the company websites. For example, if you want to work in Costa, you can go to Costa Careers. If you want to work in Starbucks, you can go to Starbucks Careers. You understand? So these are their websites, and this is where they display any availability that they have or position that they're looking to fill. What do you need to know before you start working in a cafe, or what do you need to know about working in a cafe? First of all, a cafe is a very fast-paced environment. Working in a cafe will require you being on your feet 24/7 and being able to attend to different customers at the same time. Your job description will include taking people's orders, especially during the morning rush and especially during the winter. During the winter, there's a whole lot of line because people are cold, they need to grab their coffees and then head off to the office or catch the bus. So you are working in a very fast-paced environment. It can be really tiring, yes, because when you have the long queue and maybe it's just 2 people on shift or 3 people on shift, it can be really, really demanding. But then people do these jobs and the pay is actually good. Now, the next job type we're going to talk about is the warehouse jobs. Now, I'm sure you've heard about warehouse jobs or you're doing a warehouse job already. Now, warehouse jobs are one of the part-time jobs that really pay very, very well. Okay, especially during the night shift. You can get paid from 14 to 16 pounds per hour, depending on the company and depending on the shift timing as well. If you are looking to apply as a warehouse operative and you're wondering where am I going to work, which warehouse? Now, Tesco's have a warehouse. Amazon also has a warehouse. Royal Mail also have warehouses. Okay, so you can also you can apply to work in any of these companies' warehouses. How hard can this warehouse job be, or how difficult is it? It is not easy. Okay, it's not the easiest kind of jobs because there's a lot of lifting, there's a lot of especially during the night shifts, you're not sleeping and you're not actually resting, you're not sitting down, or you are walking, you are lifting boxes, putting them on shelves, transferring boxes. Sometimes you're loading the trucks and all that. It is not the easiest kind of jobs, but then again, it pays well. Yeah, so you can apply for this warehouse job on Amazon Jobs, You can apply for them on CV Library. You have total jobs. So you have to apply online before you can now get invited for an interview on site. But you apply online for a warehouse job. Working as a warehouse operative, some of these warehouses, some of these companies are going to give you maybe like a club card where you can have discounted prices, or discount, or where you can have discounts on some items when you buy them from those stores. Okay, so if you work in Tesco's, it's possible that you may have a Tesco colleague card where you can also buy things at a discounted rate when you shop from Tesco's. You understand? So those are some perks also that comes with these jobs. So next on the list today we're talking about is hospitality or hotel housekeeping. Now this job pays around 11 to 14 pounds per hour, depending on the location and the brand as well, and also time of the shift. Okay, because most companies pay night workers more than they pay the day workers. If you're looking for a housekeeping jobs or a hospitality management jobs, you can work in hotels, you can work in student accommodation, also work as in Airbnbs. This one will require you applying to an agency. If you want to work as a housekeeping staff for Airbnb company, you have to apply through agencies. You're going to mention those agencies later on. What you need to know first of all is that it is physically challenging. It is physically challenging. There's a lot of bending, there's a lot of scrubbing, there's a lot of washing, there's a lot of cleaning involved, vacuuming, and the likes of those services. And but it is quieter. You're not really in a loud environment. There may not really be much interaction between you and the customers, because yours is just to take care of the property. Sometimes when you're going in to take care of the property, there may not be anybody there. This also helps to shaping your communication skills as well, because when you do bump into customers, you have to sort them out and attend to them and all. You can find this vacancies on Indeed. You can find them on Hilton Careers. You can also find them on recruitment agencies like Blue Arrow, Hub Recruitment. And now we're going to talk about the next kind of job that you can do, which is often always overlooked by students. When you're looking for a job, look inward first before you start looking outward. Now, what do I mean by that? It simply means look within your university first. Okay. So most universities, if not all the universities, have what they call student ambassadors. You understand? So this student ambassador, the responsibility or your role is to be just an extra hand on event days like career days, open days. People often overlook working within the school and then they seek for jobs outside. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not a must that you must be a student ambassador, but I'm saying that explore those options first. Student ambassador jobs pay around 11 to 15 pounds per hour. These jobs are very convenient and also very flexible. It doesn't clash with your studies or your school work. You can work in the library, you can be a library assistant, you can be involved in the recruitment process of students. Yeah. So what I mean by recruitment process is that you're involved maybe in making calls to prospective students, talking about life in the uni, and then talking about your experiences as well. You do campus tours. It is a very exciting job. Most of the times, these jobs are displayed on the university website, so you can find them. They can also walk into your student union office and ask them about this. The student ambassador, you only work as long as you are a student. Okay, so every single year they are recruiting, so always look out for these vacancies on your campus. Before you apply for all these jobs, you should understand that you're, as a student, you're only eligible to work 20 hours per week during term time, and then you can work full time when the school is on holiday. But if you are a new student hoping to, or a prospective student hoping to come into the UK to study, you will need your NI number for you to be eligible to work legally in the country. The next thing you should do is to make a simple CV. Create yourself a simple CV. People always go overboard when you're talking about CVs in the UK. The most important thing is for you to tailor your qualities and then your experience to that particular job. All these jobs have their different transferable skills. You understand? Some of them might be dominant, but then some actually have some unique skills that you should have for those roles. So don't use the same CV all across. Always tailor your CVs to fit into that jobs you're applying for. Use trusted websites like Indeed.com, Total Jobs, and company career pages. As we bring this video to a close, I want to say this as a bonus. Some of these jobs are really, really tough. Okay? Some of these jobs are really tiring. They're going to be so tiring. For example, standing on long hours and working long hours and the rest of it. They can be really, really tiring. And you will need to get to get rest on some days. Okay, don't overwork yourself because, oh, this company is paying well, I need to work extra hours. Make sure you balance both your study and your work life. Okay, let one not suffer because of the other. So there you have it, people. This is where we draw the curtain on this video. If this video has been helpful to you, or if you have other part-time jobs that you know that are paying well, and that students can apply for in your city or anywhere you are in the UK, please drop them in the comment section. I'll be reading your comments. If you have any question at all, drop them in the comments for me as well. And I'll see you all in my next video.